Hi there, it's Billy Tarasio with your divorce tip of the day from Modern Law. And today is going to be a little bit different because I've got some good news. And I don't think that we've been given enough good news in this 2021 so far. So here's the good news. Chances are the pandemic has made your marriage stronger, not weaker. At the very beginning of the pandemic, we were reporting, and the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times was reporting that divorce rates were going to soar because of the pandemic, that the backlog of people who've been putting off their divorce would break under the pressure of the pandemic, and that divorce rates were already soaring in China. Well, we're almost a year in. It's almost March again, and divorce rates have not soared. In 4 out of 5 states that were analyzed, divorce rates are down by 9% or so. Arizona is one of them. Divorce rates are down. Why is that? Well, in times of stress and pressure, our connections to what matters most actually gets deeper. We become more interdependent on the people that we love. And stress can bring people a whole lot closer. There actually is data that can tell us what works and what doesn't work within marriage, what leads to divorce and what doesn't. And the pandemic is not something that will lead to a divorce. It's other causes that I'll get to. So for those people who are getting divorced now, and there are those people who are getting divorced now, the issue is that the marriage had pre-existing conditions. For marriages that were on the rocks or boiling over, ready to burst, then they certainly are needing to move forward now. There are families who've been plagued by domestic violence who are stuck in the same household, and that's not to be diminished at all. But in general, for those families that were maybe doing okay but not great, many of them are doing great. So people are spending more time together and doing better. So what is it that causes divorce? Financial stress, men being unemployed, infidelity, substance abuse, emotional unavailability, and unhappiness over the division of housework or childcare. And my favorite, the expectation that the marriage should make you happy in most or all the time, the soulmate myth, where you feel like your spouse should fulfill all of your needs. Those are the reasons that people end up getting divorced. Think about this if you're in a marriage. I'm going to just say them one more time. Financial stress, unemployment, especially on behalf of men or the husband. It's less crucial in a marriage statistically that women be financially stable and employed. But when you have a husband who is unstable financially or chronically unemployed, you're looking at a very high likelihood of divorce. Infidelity, substance abuse. And I want to talk about infidelity. Infidelity can be more than just physical and emotional cheating. It can also be financial irresponsibility and financial cheating. And I'll probably do a whole nother tip about that. But those are the things that break your marriage. Substance abuse, emotional unavailability, or somebody just being checked out. Like if there's no friendship there, you're headed for devastation. And so if there is no friendship there, now's the time to see if you can find one. Unhappiness over the division of housework or childcare. If one person is serving or taking care of the other person and you're not in a partnership, that will lead to divorce. A me first mentality and an expectation that your marriage will somehow make you happy all the time. Now, what are the things that lead to long, happy, healthy marriages? Stable employment, a spirit of marital generosity, men who invest in domestic chores, a shared religious faith, a strong sense of marital teamwork. And all of that helps increase your chances of staying happily married. You do have a lot of influence over whether or not you stay happily married. And the divorce rate has steadily been on a decline for quite a few years now. So there's good news for marriage. The number of marriages are decreasing, the number of divorces are decreasing, and it's all around, I think, a sliver of good news. That's all for me.